Everyone, and welcome to the Search Palobra Media. So this video is about Manchester United, and they played a really good game against PSG yesterday, despite the fact that they lost at home. I mean, in the first half, they were very intense, and they gave PSG a good game in the first half. And the second half, when Martial and Lingard came off, Sanchez and Mata came on. This slowed out the game. This slowed down the game, and it just didn't work out. I mean, Presnel Kimpembe should have been sent off, and he scored the opening goal, and Mbappe just wrapped it up, and it looks like PSG is going through. Of course, the highlight of the game was Young pushing Di Maria into the stand, um, into the advertising boards, but. Obviously, like, it was an error. It was just by mistake, I guess. But it was kind of funny watching that. But the main topic here is whether Manchester United needs to focus on the FA Cup or the top four. Now, considering that Manchester United are effectively out of the tie against PSG and effectively out of the Champions League, even though it is only halftime. But the thing is that it is only halftime, so it just anything could happen in a way, like. But it looks very likely that PSG would win it anyway. But if it'll be good, because it'll be one of the greatest European comebacks in recent football history. But anyway, why I think Manchester United needs to focus on the top four rather than the FA Cup at the moment. And see, currently Manchester United are on a very good run of form. Despite the recent loss against PSG, they have won 10 games, drawn one game, and lost the game against PSG, which is an amazing run of form, and no other manager would have bettered it. I mean, I can guarantee that no other manager would have bettered it if anyone else came in after Mourinho got sacked. So now, talking about Jose Mourinho, he's in the past, and there was a negative vibe around the club. Everyone was unhappy. The players are restricted in terms of freedom, in terms of the way they were performing. Nothing was working. And then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in, and everything has become really positive, and there's a positive vibe around the club. The players are performing positively. They have freedom. They are performing well, and they are playing a very attacking brand of football at the moment. So this has lifted them up to the Champions League spot, which is unlikely at the time when Mourinho was sacked, because Chelsea were 11 points ahead of Manchester United, and they have thrown away the lead, and they are in sixth place at the moment on goals scored, and Manchester United are somehow at the in the top four at the moment. Um, Personally, I think they need to focus on the top four at the moment, because the revenue coming in from the Champions League is really important, and the fact that a club of Manchester United size playing in the Europa League will be disastrous again, and they need to be playing in the Champions League to, continue attracting good sponsorship deals, and continue attracting good players, continue attracting good more fans even. I mean, even though, like, the fan base is very global, and I mean, yeah, the fan base is very global. Even though they need to really attract new fans, and need to find a way to do that as soon as possible, because the longer they go without a trophy, the worse it is, and that's why I think that's another flip side of the coin, where they need to focus on the FA Cup. Yes, the FA Cup is not as prestigious as the Premier League or the Champions League, but it's still a trophy. And the FA Cup at the moment, I don't know whether Manchester United must treat it as a bonus, but it'll be very helpful if they win it, obviously. But I don't know what will happen against PSG. They need to focus on the top four. They need to get in players like Martial and Pogba, Like they need to get them really really fit at the moment. They need to get them into the team, and they need to keep them in the team. In fact, my bad, keep them in the team, and not play Lukaku and Sanchez and Mata and Young and maybe Phil Jones even. They need to give Matteo Darmian a few more chances. I mean, this is a controversial opinion, but I think Matteo Darmian needs to, given more chances. Needs to be given more chances. My bad. Again, um, also getting in a player like Mason Greenwood, who is a young player, um, giving him a few minutes at the end of the game would be really helpful. Tahith Chong would be introducing Tahith Chong would be great. All these players, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, trying to build a young core, it's really really helpful if he introduces these players into the starting lineup as well. But anyway, it's unlikely that Manchester United are going to make a comeback against PSG. But it looks like the top four race is on for Manchester United, and they are in pole position, and they'll probably make it. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Saj Palobra Media. And goodbye.